Number 1. Tomatoes are botanically a fruit. They grow from a flower and contain seeds, just like apples or oranges, though in cooking they're treated like a vegetable. Number 2. The tomato's original homeland is South and Central America. Wild ancestor plants of today's tomatoes grew in regions like Peru and Ecuador. Number 3. The Aztecs were the first to domesticate the tomato. They cultivated it in Mexico and used it in their food. Number 4. The Spanish brought tomatoes to Europe. In the 16th century, after the conquest of the Americas, they carried tomato seeds to Spain, and from there to the rest of Europe. Number 5. Europeans initially believed tomatoes were poisonous because they resembled toxic plants in the nightshade family, like belladonna. Tomatoes were grown only as ornamental plants for a long time. Number 6. Old tin-plated dishes also contributed to the tomato's bad reputation. The acidity of tomatoes caused lead to leach out of the dishes and cause poisoning, which was mistakenly blamed on the tomato itself. Number 7. The tomato's red color comes from lycopene, a powerful antioxidant pigment that also supports heart health. Number 8. Tomatoes are more than 90% water, which makes them a low-calorie but high-moisture food. Number 9. There are more than 10,000 tomato varieties in the world, ranging from tiny cherry tomatoes to large, meaty types, each with different flavors and textures. And number 10. China is the world's largest tomato producer, followed by India, the United States, and Turkey. Number 11. The U.S. Supreme Court officially declared the tomato a vegetable in 1893. This decision was for customs tax purposes, not scientific reasons, since vegetables were subject to import tariffs at the time, while fruits were not. Number 12. Tomatoes have been to space. NASA sent tomato seeds into space in 1984 to study the effect of cosmic radiation on their growth. After about 6 years in orbit, the seeds were turned to Earth and were planted in American schools for student experiments in a project called Tomatosphere. Number 13. Tomatoes belong to the nightshade family, Solanaceae, the same family as potatoes, eggplants, and bell peppers. Number 14. Italy is one of the largest consumers of tomatoes. Pasta sauce, pizza, and many traditional Italian dishes are tomato-based. Number 15. Cherry tomatoes and beefsteak tomatoes belong to the same species, only the variety differs, not the species. Number 16. The leaves and stems of the tomato plant are toxic due to a substance called tomatin, so these parts should not be eaten. Only the fruit is edible. Number 17. Tomatoes are a good source of vitamin C, which is beneficial for the immune system. Number 18. Tomatoes also contain vitamin K, which plays a role in blood clotting and bone health. Number 19. Tomatoes are high in potassium, important for regulating blood pressure and muscle function. And number 20. The tallest tomato plant on record, per Guinness World Records, was over 19 meters, showing that under the right conditions, a tomato plant can grow remarkably large. Number 21. Tomatoes aren't only red. Yellow, orange, green, purple, and even nearly black varieties exist, each with a different flavor. Number 22. The word tomato originates from the Aztec Nahuatl language, from the word tomatl, which referred to this plant. Number 23. The La Tomatina festival in Spain is famous. Every year in the town of Buñol, people throw tomatoes at each other, consuming dozens of tons of tomatoes. Number 24. Tomatoes need warm weather to grow, which is why they taste best in summer. Number 25. Greenhouse tomatoes can be grown year-round, but their flavor is usually not as rich as tomatoes grown in season under natural sunlight. Number 26. Thomas Jefferson was one of the first people to grow tomatoes in America. He cultivated them in his garden at Monticello and helped popularize them. Number 27. Ketchup wasn't originally a tomato sauce. Early ketchup was made from fish or mushrooms, and the tomato-based version became popular in America in the 19th century. Number 28. Sun-dried tomatoes have a more concentrated, sweeter flavor because the water evaporates, intensifying the flavors. Number 29. Tomatoes contain small amounts of nicotine. Since tomatoes are a member of the nightshade family, Solanaceae, the same family as tobacco, they produce very small amounts of natural nicotine. Number 30. Unripe tomatoes are always green due to chlorophyll, which breaks down as the tomato ripens and is replaced by other pigments like lycopene. Number 31. Tomatoes are sensitive to cold. Storing them in the refrigerator ruins their flavor and texture. They're better kept at room temperature. Number 32. Tomatoes are very low in calories. A medium tomato has roughly 20 to 25 calories. Number 33. Tomatoes are a source of fiber, which aids digestion. Number 34. Tomatoes contain other antioxidants too, such as beta-carotene, in addition to lycopene. Number 35. Some studies suggest lycopene may be associated with a reduced risk of certain heart diseases, though these findings need further research, and tomatoes alone are not a substitute for medical treatment. Number 36. In French culture, tomatoes were once called love apples because of their attractive red color and the belief that they had aphrodisiac properties. Number 37. Italians once called tomatoes golden apples, pomodoro, because the first tomatoes that reached Italy were yellow, not red. Number 38. Tomatoes play a key role in the cuisines of many countries, from Italian sauces to Iranian stews and soups to Indian dishes. Number 39. Tomatoes have more genes than humans. In 2012, scientists sequenced the entire tomato genome and found that the plant has about 31,000 genes, while the human genome has approximately 20,000 to 25,000 genes. Number 40. Tomato paste is made by cooking and reducing tomatoes for a long time, greatly intensifying the flavor and color of dishes. Number 41. Tomato juice is the official state beverage of Ohio in the U.S. The state chose it as its symbolic drink. Number 42. Organic tomatoes don't necessarily taste better. Flavor differences depend more on variety, soil, and growing conditions than on farming method. Number 43. The beefsteak tomato is one of the largest tomato varieties, usually used for sandwiches and thick slices. Number 44. Roma tomatoes have a meatier texture and less juice, making them ideal for sauces and tomato paste. Number 45. Tomatoes can also be grown in pots at home. Many small varieties have been bred for growing on balconies and in limited spaces. Number 46. Unripe tomatoes are also edible, used in dishes like fried green tomatoes in Southern American cuisine. Number 47. The purple and black color of some tomatoes comes from anthocyanin, the same pigment found in grapes and blueberries. Number 48. Tomatoes can be grown from seed or from seedlings. Growing from seedlings usually reaches fruiting faster. Number 49. Some heirloom tomatoes have been grown without genetic modification for generations and have many fans due to their flavor and variety of shapes. Number 50. Tomatoes symbolize abundance and blessing in some cultures due to the plant's high fruit yield during the growing season.